One of the things that I love about this place is it's not a place where you can go online and you can see photos of what it looks like in videos and reviews, and then when you get there, it's exactly how it looks. It's very unpredictable. You just don't know what is going to happen on a trip like this. So, I mean, it's the true adventure. It's kind of old world, but it really is true adventure by anybody's standards. We started riding in Iraq, and we had to get from Erbil, Iraq, up to the Syrian border, which was several hundred miles. Iris and Adrian were filming a lot. You know, they were in the car, and while I was out there sketching and drafting semi-trucks, they really knew what to capture. I was going at super high speed, 50, 60, 65 miles an hour regularly on my bike across Iraq. And I would tell the van driver, hey, get me up to that truck. And that was amazing because I could pick my pony, you know, choose a truck that looked really cool and get on that. Locally, they didn't know what to think, they didn't know how to react, but they loved it. We even had business cards printed out in Kurdish that said what we were doing. Or we would just stop in some random small village where there's kids and there's a lot of, you know, interesting looking things going on. Maybe not to them, but of course they thought we were aliens. They're like, oh my god, who the heck are you guys? They thought it was the coolest thing ever. Adrian is a hellraiser from Miami, and he was high risk, high return. He was descending down these roads with landmines that are just off the roads. He crashes off-road, hits a rock, breaks his crank arm.
Boy, are you okay?
I'm okay, dog, but I hate the fucking...
We realize we've got to get this fixed, but we don't know if we can, and I cannot believe it. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Miracle of all miracles, we met the only Iraqi cycling team in Kurdistan, northern Iraq.
Kurdistan, Kurdish.
That's right, Kurdistan. Here we are.
Yeah.
Very awesome that we met up with these guys. Real big surprise too. But we're just south of the Syrian border and headed up there.
Yeah, bro. Cycling called blocks, and we're here in Iraq, next up Syria.
We were in Iraq quite a bit longer actually than we meant to be, because there was a misunderstanding and a change of policy at the border to cross Syria, and so we had to actually wait a whole week before we crossed into Syria.
If you go illegally, there's a fix right now. Who can take you?
We were meeting people and buying press passes and doing whatever, you know, to make this possible. I mean, I wanted to cross this border. One day when we were in Doha waiting for the border crossing, I get this call from Iris, and she says Adrian was drunk and got into some altercation with an Iraqi, and that the police want to talk to him. So I had to ride very fast back down there, and I show up at the front of the hotel, and it's Babylon. I mean, there are police everywhere. Yo, hey! Some people want to meet you.
Hey, there was a misunderstanding. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I have it on video. He grabbed me. I'm so sorry. Okay, come on. Why? You arrest me? No. I didn't do nothing, man. I'm so nice. I have your video. I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, you're gonna arrest me, bro, for some fucking reason, dude.
Oh, fuck that. Cancel that.
No, you're not gonna be arrested, but they will just teach you some rules and some advice about Kurdistan. That you can't do anything you want.
Sorry.
You are one people. How do you think about it?
I just got scared. I got scared. I got scared. We thought.
Oh, see you.
Don't problem again, okay?
I see you.
Lobo.
You definitely fucked up. I think you know what I mean. I got the call. We're going north.
We are?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! Oh shit! You fucked us.
Yeah, finally!
Oh yeah.
Fuck. The coolest border crossing is the border crossing from Iraq to Syria. There's no bridge. I mean, the war took out so many things, and you basically have to go by boat. Hey, we are touring your country by bike. We want to ride across your country on our bicycles. We're from America, and that was it. And, you know, that was enough, more than enough. It was very cool, the reception that we got. The eastern half of Syria that we're in is known as Rojava. Rojava is not recognized by any other country. As a country, you don't get your passport stamped. You cannot cross the border into Turkey or Lebanon or anywhere else. You really are restrained to go back the way that you came because you're not even supposed to be in there.
Syria has been the most difficult country to get to. I could not believe the amount of paperwork and the amount of logistics to friggin' get here. Now, that being said, I know why we came. I mean, this is so beautiful and life is so simple.
Thank you.
The people are kind. Most of them have just never seen an American. Many people say when we go into stores, you're the first American we've ever seen. So that's kind of cool.
Hi there. From America. We don't see camels.
Yeah.
How you doing? Thank you.
Syria was a place that was different than any place I've ever been. And then going to Raqqa was different than anywhere in Syria because that was an ISIS headquarters, the ISIS headquarters, up until a month before we were there. When we got there, they were just starting to rebuild, just starting to recover. Yeah, Raqqa was probably the scariest ride I've actually ever done in my life, but it had to be done. I went to Syria to do an alleycat, and Raqqa is where I did that with Adrian.
What, Raqqa? You gonna go to Raqqa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to Raqqa though. And get killed by a sniper, bro, that's hidden in a fucking corner. Go ahead, bro. Get killed. I'm too young to get killed, bro.
He did it. He's my hero.
We made it to Raqqa. We made it through a sandstorm. Long ride to Raqqa, but Raqqa's cool. Got some good food. We have the square.
You're being suicidal now. Let's go a block and come back, please.
Adrian, you're gone until let me direct us. You're gonna get us killed.
Killed?
Yeah.
You're the one that wants to go 1,000 blocks around here. They don't even know what's going on here.
So, alright, let's go. Let's go.
Yo, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Syria was already intense, but coming to Raqqa was a feeling that you really got to see firsthand where the war was and the death and all the things that happened there and the force that it took to liberate Raqqa from ISIS. And at the same time, I actually got to see how some of the people there might want ISIS in control, and not the way it is now, because it's a difficult situation right now in terms of getting resources there. When we were in Raqqa, we went and visited the infamous stadium where ISIS would do target practice on people in the stadium with AKs, and they blew apart a safe and a bunch of other stuff they did there. One of the coolest parts of the trip, though, was when Adrian found this cycling shoe with a cleat on it. That shoe had survived ISIS takeover of Raqqa and then the defeat of ISIS with American and Syrian troops. There it was. So that was a cyclist that was in Raqqa and had done laps around that track. And so the bike lives on. On the way back, we stopped at a Syrian refugee camp. We had a bunch of desserts and travel goodies for snacks that we were using when we were riding and whatnot. Well, we could get more of those, so we decided to round up all that food. And we also decided to take all the warm clothing that I had. I didn't really need it. And we gave that to the refugees, with these people coming from hell and hearing their stories of escaping. They're heroes, and they're there. And it was a good feeling to be part of that for as little as we were and to contribute to that.
It's super loud right now, but anyway, this guy just told these guys that we're leaving. I'm gonna miss these guys a lot, and we're on the road. What a trip. Syria, you are the most difficult country to get into. All the bureaucracy, the paperwork. Oh hey, what's up? And just endless travel to get to these cool places. The roads are difficult here, they're slow, but everything is slow here. Everything is really simple, so it's kind of cool. Now, we're gonna cross the border into Iraq tomorrow, but we're gonna miss this place.